Hi everyone. Like normal, I'm still trying to get my camera all adjusted here. I think we got it going here. So welcome to week 10? Week 10, I think, on the 12 weeks of Christmas. Let me see, that can't be right. Are we really on week 10? I have got to check my calendar. We are most definitely on week 10. Okay, well, time is flying, people. And I am so glad that you are here tonight joining me. We are going to do a nice, simple project today that I think you are going to love for all of your last-minute crafting. For any type of card, this method, the stack, slice, and sort method, is fabulous for all sorts of different cards, not just for Christmas. But when we get to this time of the year and we are so busy, we're trying to squish in all of our card making and we want something that looks nice. This is a great way to catch up or to finish off our crafting. And I'm trying to find my paper cutter. There we go. Because we definitely need a paper cutter for this method today. We are going to actually, again, be using the Christmas labels set and the coordinating dies, which are these here that I've already punched out. If you haven't had a chance, go on over to my online store, go under shop now and then specials, and you're going to see the last chance products. These are all of the products that are currently retiring. So they are a mix of items from the holiday mini, so the September to December 2024 mini catalog, as well as online exclusives. So Stampin' Up! Has changed the way that they're retiring products. They used to just kind of come out like at the end of a catalog, you'd kind of get a list, a spreadsheet that said, here's all the stuff that's retiring. But as they start to grow their online stock as well, they wanted to really change that strategy. And I actually really like it. They're going to be adding things to the last chance products. I think they said on a bi-monthly basis. So just to make room for new stuff, and who doesn't like new products? So we don't have to wait to the end of a catalog to get some great deals. Right now, you're going to find all sorts of deals. So some things are not on sale, although they are retiring. And that's simply just because it depends on stock, how much they have left. It depends on the popularity of the item, etc., etc. But you're going to find some stuff on there into the like single digit, which would make fabulous stocking stuffers. You have until December 11th to place any holiday orders. I would get them in as soon as possible. We know with some of our Canada Post things, even though Stampin' Up! Does not come by Canada Post, everyone else is shipping by all of the other couriers. They're really busy. So Stampin' Up! Has given us a date of December 11th as a cutoff for holiday purchases, but I would really get your orders in as soon as possible. So go and check out the last chance products again at my store. I will add the link to the description after the video. I just ran out of time to get here on time to put the link in there for you. But you know where I am. You know how to find my shop. There is a link, I think, at the top of this page as well that'll take you to my store. So let's get started. Now, let me take you back a bit and see if you remember these cards. Do you remember these ones? I don't even know when I posted them. There were 3 of them at the time, but I don't know where the third one went. These were made with the stack, slice, and sort technique. So really, we took 3 pieces of cardstock, we cut them in random ways, and then we pasted them back together and made cards. And I think these are absolutely adorable ones. So on this one, we used the Tropical Leaf Punch in coordinating stamp set to add a little bit of details into the cards. But you really can make it for any season or occasion. We're going to use the same idea today to make holiday cards. So let's get started. We are going to, instead of cutting our cards or our designer series paper like in here, I stacked them. I made one cut this way and then a cut this way, just random. There's no right or wrong reason. You could cut this anywhere you want. If you're going to cut it 4 times, you need 4 pieces of paper. etc. But 3 is actually a really nice number for this technique. Otherwise, you start getting really small pieces, and the designer series paper is so pretty. This is a really great way to use up all of that designer series paper that I know you have sitting around. Okay, I am using Take a Bow designer series paper in 3 different patterns. You could use any sides, any patterns, just find 3 that you like together, and I kind of like these 3 together. So I'm choosing these ones. I am going to cut my 3, I'm going to stack them. Okay, step 1, stack your paper. Okay, so we've got them all stacked together. I am going to cut them to the size that I want on my card front. So I typically, when I'm layering my cards, as you'll see here, I leave 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That means I'm cutting 1/4 of an inch off of each side from the size of my card base. A card base measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to cut our paper to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so I'm going to just have this stacked. I am going to try to move this up so you can see. I'm going to put this in here at 4. Okay, I'm going to cut all my papers. Make sure we keep them all stacked together nicely. I'm going to cut them at 4. So I'm going to hold them down so they don't slip. Just go back a couple times to make sure you get a nice clean cut. Okay, so I've cut that at 4. I'm going to turn it around, stack it again, stack, stack, stack. Line it up at 5 1/4, just like this. Hold it nice and steady. Cut, and make sure I got a nice cut there. Okay, we can save these pieces for another project. We don't need them today. We have got our 3 pieces of paper. So today, instead of doing the diagonal cuts, I want to cut these on just actual straight angles. And the reason I'm going to do that is just to show you another option. That's really it. And like I said, it doesn't matter where you cut. I mean, I don't even have to measure. I could just cut wherever I want. So I'm going to just put them here. I'm going to cut down one this way. Okay, I could cut here again. But I'm going to turn my paper, and I'm going to make 2 different size rectangles. Okay, so I'm going to have one like this, and I'm going to have one like this. Now I've got my 3 pieces, okay, randomly cut at different sizes. All right, that's it, folks. We've got all the things we need to make 3 cards. Yeah, 3. Okay, so we have 3 different pieces here, and I want to make sure you can see that, what I've got going on. And I've got 3 card bases here. So the card bases, when you cut them, are half a sheet of cardstock. So 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And when folded in half, we have got 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This one's dirty, but that's okay. We're going to cover it up. I'm going to get my bone folder here. Give this a nice crisp fold. Okay, so there's 1 card. So we're making 3 cards at a time here. I'm using white card bases. That's another tip for making quick cards. You don't have to worry about putting a layer inside for writing, etc. You just have your card base. The inside is fine. If you want to stamp in there, you could, but you don't have to add anything to it for quick cards. Now we're going to take 1 of each paper and put them with each card, making sure we don't put the same pattern with the same, like this, with the same, on the same card. So this one needs this here, and this one needs a red, and this one needs a green. Okay, easy, right? So we've sorted. We have stacked, we have sliced, and now we have sorted, and we're ready to put our cards together. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. We will do these all here today, and you could mix this up for, like you saw on these ones. I put one of them kind of the portrait and one of them landscape. So you can do the same thing here with your cards as well. On this one, we could even change our paper, right? We could put this one over, we could put our paper on this side, for example, like so, or we could switch these 2 if we wanted to, or we could put this one on this side. And the nice thing about designer series paper, if you really wanted to, you could also use the back side of your paper. So if you really wanted to change it up, I'm not going to do that today. We're going to keep it real simple. Okay, so we're going to glue this one like this. I'm going to do all my cards the same. I I think. We'll see. All right, so we're going to need a little bit of glue here. Oh, that just kind of poured out of there. So let's spread that around a bit. Now, a nice way to know your borders is your borders should be the same if you've cut your paper cardstock right. The same at the top and the bottom and the side. So when you don't have anything beside it to kind of guide, you can do it that way. Your border will be the same. Okay, let's put some more glue. Make sure you put this on the right way. That is not the right way. Okay. So you can see how you could do this very, very quickly. And if you did sets of 3 with different colors or types of paper, even different colors of card bases, and different cuts, you would have a whole bunch of different cards really quickly. Okay, so let's do this one now. Maybe we will change it up just, you know, just cause we can. I'm gonna do this one at the top like a rebel, so it's different. It's about as rebellious as I get. You know what, I'm gonna actually flip that one over. We're gonna have red stripes on this one. Look at me go. Have you all finished your Christmas cards, or have you made any this year? I have to say, I didn't do a very good job. I shouldn't say that. I made a ton of cards. I didn't do as good of a job of giving them out with the Canada Post strike. I might even really mix this up and put this stripe out. Is that too much? That might be too much. Let's not do that. But yeah, so I have not given out as many cards as I could have because we can't mail them. So if you're not local, I'm sorry, you're not getting a card. I can't drive around the country delivering cards. So maybe I will do a better job of Christmas cards this year. Yeah, I want to see what this looks like here if I was to just change these up a little bit. What was on this side? How about we do an all green one? How about that? Okay. So when I said I wasn't going to change up the paper, I apparently was not truthful. All right. I was really excited to see Marlissa making Advent calendar, our project from last week. It is like, it's a project. Like, it takes a little bit of time and dedication, and it was such a great idea. She was actually created the Advent calendar to use as an Advent puzzle calendar. So in each of the boxes, she put pieces of a puzzle and made her own puzzle Advent calendar for her mom. Like, what a great idea. Wonderful a way to use that project. So, and again, I think they do that, or at least have been doing that every year. So you can just keep reusing it. It's just a great idea. Okay, we have got all our card bases made, just slightly different from one another, but super cute. We're gonna go ahead and stamp our sentiments. I'm just gonna bring in a scrap piece of paper here. We can stamp all of these at once. And what color should I use? I didn't even pull out a color here. You know, I think I'm gonna pull out like, maybe even early espresso. I might use a brown on here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. And we are going to use Celebrate the Holidays or Merry Christmas to You. Let's just do Merry Christmas to You. Okay. Currently like in the middle of preparing for a class this weekend. So I actually got all my blocks previously predisposed. So I'm going to just have to try this on the scrap and make sure this block is going to be big enough. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. Okay. All right, so now we can stamp all of our labels at the same time too. So we've got one. Isn't this like so pretty, this Christmas label set? Oh yeah, that's why I was telling you about the last chance item. This is one of the items that is retiring. I always Stampin' Up! Is they come up with the most beautiful things. And I know as a customer, it's not as devastating. As a demonstrator, when you try to focus on the products that are current and some of your favorites go away, it's all right because you get to replace them with new favorites. So it'll be okay, right? Okay. Merry Christmas to you. And we're going to go ahead and add these to our cards. I'm going to use dimensionals for that. Let me just grab some. So tonight, I don't know if anybody knows. I think that, so Simba, yes, Simba the cat, he has been sneezing pretty much nonstop all since this afternoon. So I know they can get colds, but it just is kind of absurd to me. I'm going to try to put this maybe, I personally like to put the labels here over top of the, where the joint is, but like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You can do it how you like. But anyways, maybe someone has a tip, maybe he just got some dust up his nose, but it's non-stop. He's still fully active. He's not acting sick or anything, so I'm not really worried about him, but it's always something with that cat. I think I'm going to put this one down here. We'll do this one landscape, and then I'm going to go back and do this one up here, I think. Just like that. Okay, so we've got these 3 different cards. We're just going to add, you could leave them like this, and I think they're absolutely adorable. You wouldn't have to do anything else. But I do have these adhesive back snowflakes, which are also in the last chance products. I think they're $4 and something. You get these 4 sheets, and you might get more. I think I've used most of them. I've been using these since last Christmas. So, I mean, they last a long time. They're a great addition to your crafting. You can get them and save them for next Christmas if you feel like you don't need them this year. I think they're fabulous. Okay, so we could use white. I'm going to use gold, I think. So I've got my take a pick tool here. One of them needs a little twist here with the putty. So let's just do that. So one thing to note with the putty is you don't have to turn it very much, literally hardly at all. And then it just takes a second. I don't know, it's the putty has to expand or something. So just be a little patient or you're going to end up with a long snake of putty, which is not probably what you're looking for. Okay. Aren't these just pretty? I love the white ones the most. As you can tell, I think I've used most of the white ones. The copper ones were a little bit harder for me to use. But maybe that's your, favorite color. I think I just didn't have the right designer series paper to kind of coordinate with it, so... and I need one more on this card because we like to do things in groups of 3, and I like to just kind of mix up the sizes too. I think it's really pretty. So let's stick that one down there. I'm trying to do these all different, so okay, we have got some snowflakes. I think that's good. If you really wanted to be adventurous, not adventurous, but you wanted to dress these up just a little bit more, I would probably just emboss the sentiment. And again, you can do a whole bunch really quickly when you're doing that. Once your heat embossing is all warmed up, it goes really quickly. But this, I think that would just really look pretty on here, make it quick. But I think these are gorgeous. What do you think? You're going to make yourself some last minute Christmas cards. You could see how you could do this for any season, right? These are the ones we made last summer, I think, that are very summerish. Love you lots. And then these are the Christmas ones. I really love them. I hope you give this a try. This is a super simple project that anyone could make. You could get your kids gluing paper together, stack it, slice it, glue it together. It's like a little fun puzzle. Super easy. If you don't have the Christmas labels, that's okay. Just use a punch. You could use a circle. You could cut just another square to put on top for your label. On this one, you can see I just actually stamped and then cut around the words, so you can do that. The options are endless. You could also, one of these pieces could be white, and then you could stamp your sentiment right there onto that piece of white. So you can do it that way as well. There's lots of choices. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you give this a go. Share your projects with us as always. And happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. Bye.